So what are the top areas that Sterling is investing in right now? Because you're a spec builder slash production builder,
Yeah.
you guys are investing in different neighborhoods in Edmonton. What are the top areas that you're looking at?
Yeah, there's a couple that come to mind, when you ask that question. River's Edge is probably the first one that's, for me personally, like really exciting. And I'll tie that into the commercial that's going to happen in that area specifically. So the building area in the Riverview area structure plan is projected to be like close to like 500,000 square feet. And so the site for the commercial spacing is going to be 45 acres, which is the equivalent of about 20 average city blocks. And so the development will probably accommodate or welcome close to 100 different commercial tenants, making that area, I think, really highly sought after from just like a sheer amenities perspective. And so if you want to be close by to all of your shopping requirements and needs, I think River's Edge and Riverview is going to be a really big hit.
So I'm just going to pull this up so you can see. Where is the River's Edge is right? Can you see my screen?
Maskikochi Trail, actually. In Southwest Edmonton. You've got it.
So
you have got one of the icons right there. Keep scrolling. You got it. So that's just the area of
there's
Riverview.
uplands, and is River's Edge kind of across from
You
it?
got it. Yeah.
It's in the uplands?
Just south.
Just south. Okay, not Stillwater. Just this one right here. Oh, I see. Oh, there's like even river. Is it going to be river lots?
There will be.
Okay.
I believe so. Actually, I'd have to confirm that to see what kind of land availability and what the timelines are on that. But I'd have to actually double check
Okay.
to see just how close.
So that's basically, I know the builder world is calling this area west.
Yeah.
It is kind of west, but it's kind of, if you look out, so this is where it is. This is south. This is the Highway 2. This is Anthony Henday, Windermere. This is technically west. This is technically southwest, but I think it's west of the river or whatever.
Yeah, it's on that hovering, like, you can draw the line in the sand right there probably and say which one's west, which one's southwest, right? But based on, I think I might have pulled this from the website actually, but the development itself of Riverview is going to pull in over 50,000 new residents to that area. And so it's not only
that whole area, like River's
development,
Edge, Uplands, Stillwater, which I won't talk about, but that area is all really new, right? So I think that's just a growing area. There's not a ton of amenities yet, but like you said, they're planning. Do you have any? I guess that's one thing I can do too, is I'll just keep an eye out on the city planning and permits, because I haven't seen a whole lot of action like physically in the ground or schools in the ground yet. It is really close to go over to like Windermere or the Hamptons shopping areas. But in terms of schools, I know that if that's something that's important to people, there's nothing yet built. And schools are a whole nother topic in terms of how Edmonton does their building. But I'm pretty sure you get busing. I know with Catholic school services, the school buses do run if the kids are actually living there. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. So the UTS, I'd have to look and see when the projected timeline is on them delivering, public transportation to the area. It's not going to be a fit for everyone from that perspective, right? To your point there, Melody. However, from like, we've actually labeled it internally as the future Windermere, right? So Windermere, you can kind of already
everyone has been saying that,
right? But I think that just the sheer amount of commercial there is gonna make it so that it's gonna be very pedestrian friendly as well. That commercial development, and so I see that
people
being,
can enjoy how quiet it is, because people want quiet, right? Eventually, it's going to be like you said, like Windermere. It's not going to be very quiet anymore.
Well, if you're looking for quiet, actually, that's a good segue into the next community that I was going to talk about. So the next one that I think really excited for is Kinglet. I think it's just a hidden gem at this point. I'm still waiting for the masses to kind of figure this one out. So Kinglet is, I don't know if you have your map pulled up here, just north of Yellowhead and west of the Anthony Henday. So it's that big lake area, southwest of St. Albert. And so, yeah, really, like, if you're looking for peace and quiet, Kinglet really allows you to kind of keep one foot in the city and 1 foot in nature, and extremely
so close to Yellowhead.
Yeah.
Access. I think it's close to, this is 215, right? Isn't this right here? Yeah, this is Winterburn.
Yeah, you got it.
So
this
nice access to this.
I don't know if you
Yeah.
can see that on the map actually, if you were to zoom in, but there's an environmentally protected space there.
Well, this is
It's
Lois Hole Provincial Park, which
You
is
got it.
a huge space.
I don't know the data on this, but there's like, I don't know however many species of birds in that area. And so if you want to like wake up like to birds chirping, it's definitely a good spot.
Well, you got the playground here too, which is nice.
And so our development was just north of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that it's going to be, it's exclusively residential at this point. So if you're looking for peace and quiet, as I mentioned, I definitely recommend this I'd put it on your list of potential
Close to
communities.
Hawks Ridge, and yeah, it
Yeah.
is kind of like an acreagey feel because I know there's acreages right here.
There's
These
also
estate
there's
areas
also a
in
trail
Ashton.
system that, like you talked about Hawks Ridge and Trumpeter, there that
Yeah.
like that ties in every one of the communities. It's actually all the same developer, and that
Yeah,
trail
here's
system
Hawks
spans
Ridge
for
right
yeah.
here. So it's about just north of Kinglet. This makes it
Yeah,
makes
you
this
got it,
area look
just north.
so huge, this blue area. It's actually quite nice looking, and there's quite when you drive down this road here, you can see it actually is quite the view, surprisingly, in the city. Cool. Okay, I'm going
I mean,
to
if you can grab your kayak and go kayaking on that lake, right? And so it's like having a little bit of a nature oasis, in your backyard. So I don't know, that one I was excited about. River's Edge obviously is going to be a big development, right? And so in terms of sheer size, getting in early, it makes sense.
Mhm.
Kinglet, I just, again, like I said, I'm just waiting for like the masses to figure this one out, because I think it's a great little community that has a lot of like a lot
Right.
of cool
And
things about it.
you're currently in those areas already, right?